Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're doing a bit of time travel. We're looking straight into the future to see exactly how artificial intelligence is completely reshaping customer interactions by the year 2026. Look, if you've been following the business world at all lately, you know AI is literally everywhere. But the way we actually use it to connect with our customers, man, that's evolving at absolute lightning speed. We're going to break down the latest research on what AI customer engagement looks like right now, how it's totally transforming things like support, marketing, and retention, and how it's making every single interaction feel perfectly timed and relevant. So, grab coffee, get comfortable, because we've got some seriously fascinating stuff to cover.
So I want to kick things off with a pretty blunt question for you. Is your business still treating AI like a simple chatbot? Right? Because for the longest time, those rigid, kind of clunky, siloed bots were the gold standard. But if that's still your main view of AI, well, we kind of need to do a hard reset on your expectations. We have officially moved way past that old-school support model. We're now living in an era of deeply integrated, dynamic intelligence.
Okay, let's dive into this. The very first major shift we're seeing in 2026 is that AI engagement has decisively left those simple bots in the dust. AI just isn't a novelty anymore. It's not some quirky little widget sitting on the bottom corner of your website. Instead, it's become this incredibly smart system that actually understands customer behavior. It proactively guides the next steps, and it fundamentally elevates how you communicate across the entire customer journey. We're talking about a system that seamlessly weaves together support, onboarding, retention, upsells, you name it. It's basically become the central nervous system of the whole customer experience.
Let's compare this, right? Historically, we leaned hard on what we can call novelty AI, those isolated chatbots I just mentioned. But the reality in 2026 is just night and day. AI is now fully embedded directly into your everyday workflows. It's actively in there helping teams draft campaigns, routing complex conversations, and instantly suggesting the absolute best next action to take. And honestly, the most mind-blowing part of this 2026 model, it's multi-channel by default. Think about a customer who shoots you an email, then maybe jumps over to a live web chat, and later opens up your mobile app. In the past, they'd have to explain their problem from scratch every single time, which is so frustrating. Not anymore. 2026 AI keeps all of that context perfectly intact across every single channel. It makes the whole interaction feel totally coordinated instead of, completely random.
Now, you might be wondering, why does this massive shift actually matter? Well, it matters because customer expectations have permanently shifted. Modern customers, they're just not going to accept generic copy-paste messages anymore, and there is no way they'll tolerate sitting on hold for hours. They demand incredibly fast answers and deeply personal experiences. When your business actually leverages AI-powered engagement, you suddenly have the superpower to react in real time. You meet the customer exactly where they are, right when they need you, and it completely wipes out the friction that used to just plague customer support.
So, where are these new platforms really doing the heavy lifting? Well, AI absolutely thrives wherever timing and context are the name of the game. Specifically, we're looking at lead prioritization, support triage, highly personalized messaging, and churn prevention. Because these AI systems can chew through massive mountains of data in the blink of an eye, they spot behavioral patterns super early. That means your teams can actually step in and take action before a customer drops off or gets bored. You're not just scrambling to save a lost customer anymore, you're stepping in and fixing things before they even realize they're frustrated. It's a total game changer.
I absolutely love this quote from the research we pulled for this. It says, AI helps turn scattered customer data into action. Just think about the sheer volume of data your business collects every single day. It's probably scattered all over the place, right? Different platforms, a dozen spreadsheets, endless inboxes. AI basically cuts through all that noise. It eliminates the soul-crushing manual work of sorting through it all and turns it into highly useful, real-time interactions. Instead of someone on your team manually building out every little segment or crafting every single message, they can lean on AI to generate campaign ideas, recommend the perfect audience groups, and even pinpoint the exact second a message should go out.
Let's move to and see how this builds into some very practical, real-world benefits for the people actually working inside your business. Because while AI is obviously fantastic for the customer, it is equally transformative for your internal teams. By taking all those tedious manual tasks like segmenting lists and timing emails off their plates, AI fundamentally scales what your team can do. It literally allows a small, scrappy team to operate with the speed, precision, and sheer output of a massive enterprise.
Now, what's really interesting here is how different departments actually use this tech. Take marketing teams, for example. AI automation makes executing campaigns so much faster and way smarter. Instead of just setting up a bunch of rigid, static rules, marketers can now shape their content and tweak their targeting based on what a customer is doing right this second, live behavior. That means hyper-relevance and way less wasted effort. On the flip side, look at sales and service teams. AI tools take years of CRM history and turn it into instant action. Instead of a poor sales rep frantically clicking through messy notes while on a live call, the system just pops up exactly what matters most right now. And customers actually notice this. They report that this kind of support feels incredibly responsive, almost like the brand just magically gets them. Okay, let's step away from the theory for a second and ground all this in reality. It's one thing to talk about multi-channel workflows and CRM context, but what does this actually look like for a real human being interacting with your brand? Let's walk through a very standard, everyday scenario of a customer journey that hops across a few different channels, just to see this AI in action. And this brilliantly illustrates the real power of 2026 AI. Think about this flow. Step 1, a customer visits your pricing page. Step 2, they bounce, they leave without buying a thing. Step 3, a couple of days go by, and they reply to a completely separate support email about something else. In the old days, your system would treat those as 3 totally disconnected events. But step 4 is where the magic happens. Your smart AI system sees all of this, connects the dots, automatically updates their profile, and instantly suggests a follow-up message to your support agent, a message that perfectly addresses whatever they were looking at on the pricing page. It elevates the whole journey, it makes the customer feel completely seen, and it does the whole shebang without adding a single manual task for your team. Here's another incredibly powerful real-life example, the AI support inbox. Picture an inbox that automatically reads every incoming request, instantly classifies it by how urgent it is and what it's about, summarizes the customer's entire history with your brand, and then actually recommends the perfect reply to your agent. I mean, it fundamentally rewires a support agent's day. They're suddenly spending drastically less time just digging through tickets for context and pouring all that energy into actually solving complex human problems. The result? Way faster service and perfect rock-solid consistency across every single channel.
All right, as amazing as all of this sounds, we definitely need to bring things back down to earth for a quick reality check. Implementing these advanced systems, it isn't just a matter of flipping a switch, and it certainly isn't foolproof. The research highlights 2 major pitfalls that businesses constantly stumble into when they try to modernize their customer engagement. If you are building out your own 2026 AI strategy, you absolutely have to avoid these.
So the crucial point is this: AI absolutely cannot fix bad data. It's this super common, really dangerous assumption that you can just plug a shiny new AI into a messy CRM and let it sort everything out. Spoiler alert, it can't. AI works its magic when your customer data is clean, connected, and up-to-the-minute current. If your inputs are fragmented or full of outdated junk, the AI suggestions are going to be incredibly weak or, honestly, just totally wrong. You have to put in the work to lay a foundation of good data hygiene before you can reap any of the rewards.
The second big mistake is giving in to the temptation to just over-automate everything. You have to remember, AI is here to improve human judgment, not remove it from the equation entirely. The absolute best results happen when teams find that sweet spot, that perfect division of labor. Let the automation handle all the repetitive, boring, time-consuming stuff, right? The triage, the sorting, the initial routing. But you absolutely must keep your highly trained humans involved when it comes to high-value, complex, or really sensitive conversations. Empathy and nuanced problem-solving, those are still distinctly human superpowers. Which leaves us with this final, critical question to ponder as we wrap up. Are you striking the perfect balance between automation and human judgment in your own organization? As we've explored today, the technology of 2026 is staggeringly powerful. It connects multi-channel journeys without skipping a beat. It turns scattered data into instant action, and it scales your teams in ways we used to only dream about. But its true potential is only unlocked when it's fed clean data and used to empower rather than replace your amazing human experts. I really hope this deep dive into the 2026 AI landscape has sparked a few aha moments for your own strategies. Thank you so much for hanging out with me to explore this incredible shift in customer engagement, and I'll catch you in the next one.